Part 2. When they stopped the drums, their story began 10 years after the Ugonma and her 3 children were driven from Umucha. The once joyful village fell into darkness. The skies turned gray. The rain stopped. The streams dried up. Crops began to wither. Chickens refused to lay eggs. Children fell ill. Old people, the youth, and began to die one after another. Fear spread like wildfire. One day, under the shadow of the Iroko tree, the elders gathered. The air was thick. The drums were silent. The gods have turned their back on us, whispered one of them. They called for the chief priest of Ani, Ezemo, keeper of the ancient ways. He came barefoot, dressed in red and white, chalk across his face, with the sacred Ofo stick, the sacred symbol of justice, in his hand. Silence fell. He stood in the middle of the square, lifted the Ofo stick, and turned to the sky. His voice thundered. When the sky is quiet, it is listening. When the land is dry, it is weeping. You shed innocent blood of Ozonna, and you cast out his children like stones. Now the earth refuses to feed you. A tree does not fall unless the ground below is shaking. When a child is chased away unjustly, the ancestors will chase peace away too. The wind howled through the trees. The drums of the ancestors echoed in the breeze. A child who is wrongly punished brings a curse on the elders. A woman who weeps before the gods will wake them from their silence. The villagers dropped to their knees. The oracle demanded cleansing. One by one, every family came to swear with Ofo and Kolanut and Ogirishi, the secret tree. When it was the turn of Uzochukwu, Okika, Uguchukwu, and Chukwuka, the sky turned red. A single lightning bolt cracked across the heavens. The Ofo in the priest's hand turned red and hot. Ah! He shouted. A chicken does not dance in the market square for nothing. The spirits have named the 4 masked men. The gods do not forget. Fear spread like fire in dry grass. Then the priest turned slowly toward the royal stool. All eyes followed him. The king, the Ease, sat frozen, and he who sends the hunter shares in the kill. Ezeudo of Umucha. To send them the same. The goat that eats yam in secret will cough in public. You, Ezeudo of Umucha, who sent men to kill Ozonna because the throne belongs to his family. Then Ezeudo tried to deny it, but when he touched the Ofo stick, blood spilled from his fingers, yet there was no wound. The youths and the people rose and shouted, "Evil man, let him face judgment." The priest spoke again. When the pot of evil boils, even the innocent can smell the stench. The priest ordered that the king and his men be taken to the evil forest after judgment. 4. Ek market days later, all 4 men, including the king, were found dead in their homes, their faces twisted in horror. When the pot of evil boils, the cover will jump. The oracle said, "Their time has come." Their bodies were cast into the evil forest of Udine, vultures, and the priest stood at the edge, raising the Ofo. Let their flesh and bones be eaten by wild animals and evil spirits. The evil they sowed shall not return to this land. The toad does not run in the daytime for nothing. Death was chasing them. The people wept. The families of the dead men were spared. The god ordered banishment to the 2 men that accused Ugonma unjustly, Nwafo and Nwachukwu. The people escorted them to the boundary and released 7 gunshots, meaning they will never return to Umucha. Then the cleansing began. 7 days. The whole village joined. The youth swept every compound. The women sang songs of sorrow and healing. The men lit fires and burned bitter leaves. The priest bathed the land in sacred chalk. The broom does not sweep the compound unless the dust is plenty, he said. But after the storm, the rainbow appears. On the 7th night, heavy rain poured. The people danced and cried in the rain. Crops began to grow again. Chickens laid eggs. The sick were healed. Then the oracle spoke one final time. The land is clean but not whole. A tree without its branches is still broken. Go find the children you cast out. Let them walk the land again. Let their feet touch the soil. Only then will Umucha be whole. A child who is chased into the night may return with fire in their eyes and healing in their hands. The elders bowed. The Umuada women wept. Messengers were sent. The search for the brave children of Umuachara had begun. The chief priest, the Ezemuo, greeted the people. Umucha kwenu, Umucha kwenu, Umucha kwezwenu. They all dispatched happily to their houses. Moral lesson. He who brings tears to the innocent will one day drink from the cup of sorrow. But no matter how long the night, morning will always come.